At the PHL, 30,000 feet to the A and a better touchdown. I ain't never been scared, I was raised by the SEAL team. Boyton, better watch your six. Big lock, big step.
Yo, it's your boy Cash on Neighbor with another episode of Stirrin the Stu. Brought to you by It's Mighty Production in collaboration with Cook Cabin ATL. I got my big dog Lock in the building.
Let's go. You already know, man. I'm chilling, feeling good, bro. What's going on?
Listen, man, this my hype twin, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime me and this fool get on the track, bro, he pipe me up, man.
Let's
Just
go.
know a whole bunch of shit getting beat up.
Every
a whole
time.
bunch of shit getting shut down.
Say less.
But we elevating. We on some new energy. Lock, man. You showed up and showed out this Cook Cabin, bro.
Yeah.
You doing your thing, bro. You know, you early. You kind of rose the ranks in the Cook Cabin hierarchy very fast. Like, you literally grew from the first one, which was the Cook Cabin 2 that I met you at, all the way to now, bro. You just was like notches on top of notches of just leveling up. And I just want you to know, bro, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Like, you don't have stuff.
Yeah.
You're very disciplined. Like, it was crazy when we decided to cut our blocks. You were the only person that came in mind. We were like, he's not gonna like this.
Yeah, I love the work.
Rock is not gonna like this.
Work, man.
You're just like, bro, man, I gotta get around fucking recording.
Yeah.
That's determination, bro.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing music, man?
I've been doing music seriously. I feel like I came in late, for real. I came in taking it serious around 25, 26, right around there. So when I first came into it, felt like I was like doing it serious. I felt like I was coming in late. So I think that's where the hunger came from, is like, all right, I'm coming in late, but now I got to rise it up. I got to step up. Sure. I got to mix it up. And we here, bro. So
For sure. When did you decide that music was going to be the career? Because this is a career. This is not a hobby.
Yeah, not at all.
You know, you dedicate your time. You take off of work to do this. You saying you started at 26, was it at that very moment, or did it click a little bit earlier?
It was brewing way before that. I have a theater performance background. I have more of like a playwright background. So writing and being creative and expressing myself in those avenues is nothing new to me at all. I think what it always came back to was me being able to rhyme was just a way for me to kind of escape and to kind of really say what I wanted to say in a very unfiltered way on a platform that I knew that I was just nice in. Like, I knew that I could rhyme, and I knew that I could rhyme a little bit better than some of the people that was around me. Everybody, it's a rapper thing. Everybody knows that. You know what I mean? You know when you're a little bit better. And I always took it serious, but I think I didn't have that confidence in myself because I didn't have that look that that fit the look, but the way that I rap. And I felt like the image wasn't there. But ultimately, I'm grateful for coming into it later because I truly, truly believe that I stick to this day. That if I would have started right now, back when I was like in my early teens,
you'd have messed up.
I would have fucked it up.
Yeah.
And I would have been dead. I think that I would have gotten heavy into drugs. I would have got caught up in that lifestyle. But being able to get more spiritual, disciplined, and know who I am as a person allows me to just be confident in myself as a man. And then I'm able to allocate that into music. So I'm never feeling like I'm unfulfilled because I'm filled with the spirit. You know what I mean? So I'm cool. Yeah. So I know that like I can be, a huge asset here, and I know that I can be a huge asset to my family. So for me, it all just works together.
Speak of family, man. Are you married, or do you have? I know you're in a situation. Do you have kids? Like, tell us about your family.
Yeah, for sure. I don't have any kids. I'm not married, but I do have a family. I have a girl. She has a daughter, and that's my cub, man. That's my cub too. So there's no half step with that either. You know what I mean? I grew up like that.
That's beautiful.
I grew up. My dad was still very much so in my life, very active, but I was also blessed enough to also have a stepdad that was able to, step in when I wasn't able to see my dad sometimes and still provide direction without overstepping the respect of my dad.
That's dope. That's balance.
It is balance. And I think that that's been a huge thing in my life is just balance. At one point I had a foot in the street and then I had one foot in the books. Yeah. And I think that duality has been a constant theme in my life, but I've been able to evolve it and kind of make it more established and kind of navigate my life through that way.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, this is your fifth cabin, man.
Yeah, man.
How do you feel about the experience? What has it been like working with new artists? Because you know we get a few new people every year.
For sure.
What do you feel about this bunch of artists that are together today?
This cabin is the first one where I feel like, and maybe it's because I'm more of a vet in the process, but we brought in a lot of new artists with a lot of different sounds, and it's actually really motivating to hear their hunger and then to figure out, oh, this is crazy. How do I network? How do I get in here? How do we vibe right?
Yeah.
I'm loving what's happening with Cabin right now because it's taking this idea where it was, hey, we're just trying to have fun and make these tracks, but with the goal of, we want to do this for real. We don't want that corporate life, that 9-to-5 life anymore. We want to do this. And so how do you structure it in a way to keep that creativity flowing, but to increase revenue? And so I love to see how Cabin is situating themselves in the industry where nobody else is right now.
My brother.
Yeah, I love that.
I appreciate that.
For sure, bro. For sure, bro.
How do you find a balance? Where do you find the balance between raising a family and pursuing your music career?
For me, no matter what, honestly, like everything comes back to prayer and trying to receive like what God is trying to tell me.
Yeah.
If God is talking to me and he's always going to provide direction. So he's going to let me know if I need to, I'll put a little bit more time into my family life. If I need to put a little bit more time into my music or whatever it is. So for me, it always comes back to a spiritual center where I'm able to kind of maintain my family and maintain my work life. And it also helps that I have a girl that understands what this is and what it understands what the investment is. So I'm not feeling any kind of pressure like, oh, I'm spending money and taking time away from my family. Like she understands that I'm doing this in part for them to make it better. So it takes some of the pressure off when you have a good support system around you and when you're spiritually centered, you don't feel like you're missing anything. You're always in balance. You know what I mean? Because every step that you're taking, that's where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And you know when you're off.
No.
You know when you're off. So, you know what I mean? You make that correction quickly. So I think that balance of two things just comes from centering yourself spiritually in one way.
Brother, before we wrap up and get out of here, man, tell the people where you're from originally and tell them where they can find you.
Absolutely. So, originally born in Santa Cruz, California.
Hey.
I'm a West Coast boy.
Hey.
I traveled to the East Coast, grew up right outside of Philadelphia from the 610.
Hey, let's go.
So, we there. You can find me on all platforms under Lock Young or Keep It On Lock. That's my IG. You know how to find me. You type in Lock Young, there's only gonna be one that pops up. So we here.
My dog, 101.
Hell yeah.
Hey, another episode of Stirrin the Stu.
Let's go.